There are two things I'm going to re-emphasize to you all. Number one, that thieving is going to become the desperation that people who didn't build skills will use to take what you've worked hard for. I've said this in a dozen videos, and I'm going to beat that dead horse, okay? Whatever you think you are working to obtain, someone else is working to take it from you. Number two, I also said because cameras are everywhere and because people are willing to snitch, or somebody's going to catch you doing something you have no business doing. I'm paraphrasing, but it's basically what I said. It's going to be easier to catch you. See, people's need to flash and to floss and to show off. So much so that they're willing to steal from you because of their desperate situation, is going to land them in jail quicker than it once did when there were cameras, but there were less of them, and before there was a life without cameras everywhere. We're going to go back to Canada. And I reported this story, okay, and it got resolved this quick, and I got some new details. Basically, if you all listened to the story the previous day, this woman, pretending like she could afford this car, went to this man's house, got in the driver's seat. See, the story doesn't tell you a lot. He was in the passenger seat. They must have gone for a test drive. By the time he got out of the passenger side to meet her, because she said her imaginary daddy was going to come and write the check and pay for it, she put pedal to the metal and took off, and then an accomplice, or who they think was an accomplice, followed behind her. Now I found out that happened on a Wednesday, and within 24 hours on a Thursday, and this past week, she just turned herself in. An 18-year-old college student trying to make ends meet with a lower paying job. I won't say the profession because I don't want to go after people like that. People who do that are trying to make an honest living, and I don't want to say what it was. And it's not a reflection of everyone who takes that career. See, the reason I'm reporting this is because this woman's story is a self-fulfilling prophecy that I've been telling people for the longest time that's going to exist. At 18 years old, at the start of your young adult life, you already got a record. And if the story be right, they won't say what else she did. Come to find out, they're investigating her for some other suspicious activity, though the article didn't say. So this isn't her first rodeo. The fact that she turned herself in 24 hours confirmed what I've already known, that homeowner hid those cameras so well that she didn't see that coming. Ha ha. That video of her walking on his porch, full frontal picture, a full picture of who she was from top to bottom, was put on the police's website and online and was viewed by 95,000 people. If you read into the article correctly, it seems like people who claim to have known her are some of the very people who said this is who you're looking for. See, people around you who smile in your face, who you think are your friends and will turn a blind eye, will be the very people that's going to turn you in. Didn't see that coming, did you, ma'am? The reason I put this on my channel and the reason this story is important is because I predicted this in my 2030 African American predictions gloom and doom video. I think this is going to happen to all races of person, and this person in Canada that this happened to, she's a little racially ambiguous. I can't tell her race. I can tell you that she doesn't look like she has any African features. Not that any of that matters. Your neighbors are people who aren't joking. These cameras are as small now as half of your thumb and can be hidden in places on properties you don't know. Once you exit that sidewalk and you're on that person's physical porch, you are on their property. At least she didn't try to fight it, and now to find out she's being investigated for other things, this isn't shocking. I get no satisfaction out of the fact that this woman has ruined her, is gonna ruin her chances earlier in life, and there's redemption and stuff like this. It's not like she unalived anyone, though according to this article she did hit the man with the Porsche that was trying to that we know, y'all know the kind of car it was. Now she did hit the man with his own car as she took off and caused him bodily injuries, but it's believed he's gonna be okay. But the thing about it is that even people who know you for something like thieving aren't going to have qualms about turning you in, because it's not like they have to say that they're the ones that did it. And see, this story ran just as I thought it would. Somebody trying to live up and pretend they have a luxury lifestyle that they didn't really have, and therefore they had to pretend to be something that they weren't. And it must have been an attractive ideal to go help steal cars, because then if you take from other people, and she thought she was going to get by with this, then she was thought she was going to get a cut, which presumably she could have. In 24 hours, you're already turning yourself into the police. Welcome to the new normal. Being a thief, regardless of how good you think you are, is not going to be as easy anymore, because you don't know where people put cameras now. Presumably, which the article didn't say, but I predicted, she didn't realize that she was full frontal on a camera at that house, or yet she was so caught up in the mission she was not self-aware that she was being recorded. Canada is our neighbor. It stands to reason that this is going to come to the United States, if it hasn't already. You're not getting by with stuff anymore. So you may as well go build your skills, suck it up while you're young, take 1 or 2 jobs, and just continue to hustle. And look, I'm not saying that sounds easy. This comes from a person like me who didn't really get it right till I was like 34 years old. Because I had to hustle and work low-paying jobs and keep putting out resume after resume. It had to have gotten to close to 100 resumes before I got to where I am today. But your only other alternative is a jail cell. Do you really want that? Does anybody want that? Take this as a cautionary tale, whoever's listening. This could also be you.